Hello, wanted to do a review today on the Too Faced Primed and Poreless line, and these are some of the products they have. This is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Pure. This is an oil-free skin smoothing face primer for sensitive skin. This runs about $30. I got mine at Sephora. It's 1 ounce for $30, so it's a little pricey. And the Too Faced Primed and Poreless, this is a loose powder. It says it's a skin smoothing priming powder and finishing veil. So you should be able to put this on at the end or at the beginning to prime your face and to have it give it a smooth texture. I think that the Primed and Poreless face primer is good for sensitive skin. This is the pure version, so it is oil-free and everything. It's good for that. It doesn't break me out. It doesn't cause any problems that I can tell. But it takes a lot for me to feel like I covered my face enough. I probably have to use 3 times this primer than I do my L'Oreal True Match, the Lumi stuff that's about 1/3 of the price. So I use 3 times the product and I pay 3 times more. Go figure. I don't have any problem with the way it applies. I think it smells a little funky. I would prefer it if it had even no scent. It has kind of a, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just not that good of a smell. And then almost chemical. I think that's the way to put it. It smells kind of chemically. I do like the way my makeup applies on top of it. So if you can get over the smell and the price, then it's a great primer. The next one was that finishing powder, and they make this in the pressed powder too, so you don't have to get the loose powder if that's your preference. But they're just as expensive, and honestly, I feel like it gives me kind of a white cast over my face. Now they don't sell this in other shades, like you don't get like dark tan or medium light or light whatever sun beige or something. They don't have that. It's one color. It's supposed to be translucent. And so when I put it on, I feel like it's super white on my face. So this is what it looks like inside. I mean, you can tell it's white. And then you tap a little bit into the tray. The lighting is not good here. Let's try a different angle. Let me move the camera a little bit, guys. Hold on just a second. But I think that maybe that'll help. There. Now you can see it. I think that when I use it, it really makes me look pale and white. Like, I'm just putting my finger in a little bit of it, and I'm just going to, like, throw it on my nose. Do you see how white my nose looks? Now, yes, it blends out, but I almost feel like it gives me a chalky look. It's supposed to help smooth out your face. So if you have, like, large pores and stuff, it's supposed to make them look less noticeable. Sorry, now I have to fix that. It's supposed to fill up the pores. So for one thing, when you use the primer, it fills up your pores and makes your skin not absorb as much of the makeup, kind of giving it a veil, a protective barrier between your makeup and your face, and so your pores don't get filled with things that it shouldn't, and you don't use more of your foundation than you need to, because you already have your brush or your foundation sponge soaking up some of your product. So if you buy their product for foundation, you're spending another $30 at least, and then you're going to go through it faster. So they're like, oh, get the primer, and it won't soak into your face as much, and you won't need as much of the foundation. So I can see the cost savings there a little bit, but I don't know if it warrants buying a $30 primer. Now, I have used the NYX pore filler. This one is about, again, 1/3 of the price. And primed, poreless, and pore filler. The big difference is, I think it's the oil. Well, I can't tell. But this one you're supposed to be able to use as a base, wear it alone, or over makeup, the pore filler. And this one is for use, I believe, without makeup. It's like the primer before you put on makeup. Those are just a few of my thoughts. I'm curious to see if any of you have tried these products and if you think they work well for you. I will probably rebuy the primer, but not use it unless I really want an excellent, like, it's an expensive product. So for me to use the powder, the primer, the foundation, that's like $100 worth of makeup. So I'd only use it for special occasions and when I really want it to look nice. And remember that these liquidy products, they don't last forever. So, you know, you have a year product shelf life maybe, and I have a lot of makeup. For me to buy a lot all at once, I have to be able to use it, a few days a week in order to go through it in the year that it's allotted for. So I'm not sure that I'll rebuy it. I'm curious to see. Maybe if you're very pale skinned, you could use the powder. But I hope you guys found this review helpful, and maybe it'll save you a little bit of money in the future. But I'm not saying don't buy them, because I think that the primer is really good. It really does what it says. But I'm not sure if it's worth the price.